This is an unbelievable picture. Unbelievable. Rising rivers, tributaries continue to flood southern communities and farmland. Look at this thing. This is unbelievable what they have to go through. Extreme rainstorms in North America linked to climate change. We can link extreme weather in recent history to climate change, and intense rainstorms are no exception. This is what's going on now in Kansas. And yet, whereas we have Death Valley, California, record heat waves, we have a heat dome on there that will be going towards the south and the central U.S. Now, a new report published by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, found that anthropogenic activities responsible for increased rainfall in North America. Human activity responsible for greenhouse gas emissions, not only upping the frequency of rainstorms, but also the severity of precipitation. And if we don't attempt to make changes, the chance of extreme rainstorms due to global warming will likely continue to rise. If you want, you can take a look at the previous video, Thawing Permafrost in the Arctic. It's amazing what's going on there. Houses sinking in the permafrost that's turned into water. The water runs off, of course, so the land just caves in. What land? It's the houses and the infrastructure is built on top of the permafrost. So now, in the past few decades here, concerning this extreme rainstorms in North America, experts have associated extreme precipitation events with changes in atmospheric pressure, an indicator of a warming climate. And with weather patterns more frequently stagnating, certain regions are likely to see large amounts of rainfall, with storms getting trapped in one place. These events increase the hazard of flash flooding, but they also impact vulnerable populations who may not be prepared for water disasters. Building more resilient systems will be essential as climate disasters become the norm. Now, here we're not talking about sea level rise. This is just about the rainstorms. The sea level rise is something else. Now, a warming atmosphere, warmer air holds moisture, increasing the likelihood that extreme storms will occur. Small changes in atmospheric temperatures have a significant impact. For example, the global temperature rose by 1 degree Celsius since the 19th century. This change may seem insignificant, but it carries vast ramifications. Most regions in North America experienced 5% more rainfall than just 40 years ago. Greenhouse gases led to a warming atmosphere, and of course humans are mainly responsible for this development. Since the beginning of the industrial age, carbon dioxide has increased by 45%, according to NASA. A warming atmosphere does not necessarily mean the average temperature will rise in all areas across the globe. Rising temperatures trigger more extreme weather events, meaning that patterns are less stable. Polar vortices are becoming more common low-pressure systems, resulting in drastic cold weather changes. More resilient infrastructure is needed. Research demonstrates that many communities throughout North America are ill-prepared for extreme rainstorms and lack the necessary infrastructure to survive floods. Now, not all are prepared as this man was. Unbelievable. I still can't believe that. It's an unreal picture, surreal. So, extreme rainstorms due to climate change carry short and long-term repercussions, and in the short term, heavy rainfall can trigger flooding events, disrupting industries and threatening human health. Floods can contaminate water systems, leaving communities without a clean resource, an event that can lead to fatalities in less than a week and impact infrastructure. In the long run, unpredictable weather events contribute to political and social issues, create economic instability, and increase insecurity around food systems, health care, and human resources. The financial burden of flooding is incredibly significant, especially in urban areas. Projections for precipitation changes are regional, and some parts of North America will experience more shifts than others. For example, experts predict that spring precipitation in northern United States will rise, but will most likely decrease in the Southwest. Depending on how efforts to curb climate change are applied, extreme rainstorms will likely become more regular due to anthropogenic activity. Humans are warming the planet, which in turn creates the potential for more rainfall. Intense rainstorms will impact vulnerable communities and economies, making it crucial to build a more resilient infrastructure for the future. This is according to Climate State. Let's remember that we have record rainfall now happening in China, and it's been happening since the beginning of June 1st, and they're afraid that the largest dam in the world, the Three Gorges Dam, the Rivers Dam, is going to break. It's the largest dam in the world, and it's somewhere in the south central region of China. It's so big that it has caused the Earth's crust to sort of come out in the area where the dam, that all that water is, and it's caused the length of our Earth day to be 0.06 hours longer because of that dam. That dam, when it was made, because it was made very quickly and it was not properly built, the minute it was filled with water, it started having hairline fractures. And from the beginning of its being filled, they were worried that it would break. It's a ticking time bomb. So also, this is not just China. I'm sure that there's a lot of dams around the world that are pretty old that could have such a problem. Anyway, that's another thing there. We have record rain in China, record rain in Pakistan, record heat in Death Valley, California, record heat in Siberia, permafrost melting in the Arctic, and the consensus is, the prediction is that the Arctic in a couple of decades will be totally ice-free. And anyway, please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.